is the 8 pillars that next leveled my life, allowed me to live in freedom and prosperity in an amazing, loving relationship, being able to be free. And so the first is mentors. Okay. Like along the way, you got to find mentors. Mentors give you the ability to save time, save money. I talk about when I opened my restaurant. I mean, I didn't have to lose $400,000. That was an expensive lesson I learned in that. But if I had the right mentors in the beginning, I maybe would not open a restaurant. But even if I did, I probably would have a successful franchise at this point. Something like that, because I would learn the mindset that it takes and what a restaurant takes. But I just decided to do it on my own, save some money up front without having to hire a consultant or a mentor. Costed me a lot. All right. So now everything from learning the guitar to anything that I want to do, I find a mentor for, because I want the shortcut. I don't want to make this. You don't have to make the same mistakes. So these are like, we consider them like the helpful people in your life. And you will become somebody else's mentor. You will be the helpful person to somebody else at some point. So like begin that cycle, finding a mentor, becoming a mentor. All right. We talked about leverage already. Leverage is huge. Okay, leverage is one of the pillars that I try to figure out how to leverage everything all the time. Leverage myself, my partners, anybody that I'm working with, and it's all about leverage. Attitude. Okay, that's the third pillar. Attitude is like a skill, like a self-cultivating practice of like, my attitude is always, how do I find the golden nugget? How do I, if it's to be, it's up to me. Like, it's not like everywhere that I go to, I'm going to a Grant Cardone's conference on the 11th of July. And I'm not going to go there thinking, all right, Grant, let's see what you got for me. Okay, I was here last year. I want to see something different. Give me something new. But I want to be in that place like I am the one that's going to create the value here. And that's the attitude. The other one is proximity. Proximity is who is your support system? Who are you surrounding yourself with? I know that for me, if I'm around people that smoke cigarettes, I end up smoking cigarettes. If I'm with people that are working out all the time, I tend to be more fit. If I'm around people that are willing to spend $30,000 for their own personal growth, then growth is probably most likely to happen for me, right? The next one is the next life-changing deal. And this is something that Grant taught us. And it's not just a real estate deal. He talks about the next real estate deal, but I'm talking about the next action step for you. For me, the next life-changing deal is a book that I'm writing. And this is part of it. And I just wanted to share with everybody. The sixth one is consistency. Consistency is like it's part of like building a reputation too. And when you are consistent, you give people the opportunity to see who you really are. And it's a practice of discipline for yourself. It's a strong practice for ourselves. And the seventh one is partnerships. Partnerships is the relationships that we build. How do we build them? What's the purpose of partnerships? Is my partnerships set up in a way that we are focused on one vision? Okay, that we are going somewhere together. One of my favorite quotes is that if all parties involved are moving forward together, success will take care of itself. That's Henry Ford. So how are your partnerships? Are your partnerships like a I gain and you lose type of partnership? Or is this partnership truly I only gain if you gain? and then start to develop that in all areas of your life. I have a great partner that I just recently partnered with, Nick, who's on this call. He's 16 years old. And I get the privilege to be able to be his mentor in this game. And he's helping me do the things that I don't want to do. I want to focus on content creation. He's watching these videos, breaking them down, making smaller videos for me, coming to the conference with me, going to be filming, doing video stuff, all that stuff that I don't want to do. Social media, video creation. That's a lot of time consumption, a lot of time. He's trading his time for my experience. And then we're going to do real estate deals together. And we've formed a company where both parties are going to gain. If I gain, he gains. If he gains, I gain. That's the type of relationships I want to build, because I could go and hire somebody else who's, maybe have a lot of, who's very experienced in this field and pay $5,000 a month. But I don't want to create a relationship where it's, I pay you one time for work that you work one time. That's not consistent to the message that I'm delivering, which is stop trading time for money. Okay. So partnerships, like start to develop partnerships in that way. It could be in any area of your life. And then the final part, which is the best part and the funnest part, taps into our creativity, is the game plan. What's the game plan? What's the game plan to exit the rat race, to upstream my life? What's the game plan? And in order to figure out the game plan, I got to be surrounded by people that have game plans. Not a short-sighted game plan, but a real game plan. And then I can start to take pieces from the things that I'm surrounded by and create a game plan for myself, because we're all at different stages in different areas of our lives. That means our game plans are going to look a little bit different. Some of us might be able to just take a bunch of money, invest it into a real estate deal, and start to become free. Some of us have to learn to analyze deal and trade our time to get on a team. Some people can just trade their experience and be on a team. But all of those things come together and give us the 8 pillars that will create financial freedom.